What's up, guys? Kevin with Precision Service. Here I got in front of me is a small closing slide. The customer absolutely loves this slide, or loves the machine, but you know, when you got a dovetail, it gets worn out where you use it the most, and as well as a backlash in the nut and screw, it was gone. It was too far gone. So they wanted us to go ahead and rebuild this. What we did is we dropped the apron, pulled the slide off, and we're lucky enough because of how these things are made. The setup makes it a lot easier to do, minus the fact that you can't put a grinding wheel in here because of how tight the tolerance is. So we ground it top and bottom, and we also ground this surface way here, the dove, and then also on the other side. So that's all came out really, really nice. All 0-0 is what we call it. The next thing we're going to be doing is we're fitting this cross slide here. They probably did 1 or 2 rubs on this thing. For whatever reason, it's picking up in the center, but we're going to mate that to that surface right there. Once that's all said and done, we're going to refit the gib. We're either going to put Mogul on the back side of it or Turkite on the front, and we'll be good there. And then I'm going to come around here. So I'll show you the screw here. You could see in this area here, this Acme thread, how nice and thick that is. And then you go over here, there's like nothing. So this was definitely an issue as well. We're getting quoted from closing. So hopefully I get that in the next day or so. They're usually pretty fast over there. So we're gonna get a new one of those. And here's the gib. Looks like there was no material on it. So what we're gonna do is we're probably gonna grind it a little bit and then add material back to this thing, so that way it functions perfectly. What we generally do is we add material on the back side of it. That way it's still metal where the rides, and that way you could save the gib, save some money, and the best thing is save some time. Because anytime you buy a new gib, you always have to rework it anyway. So if I could save money on the material, it works out great. So stay tuned for another video on that one, but appreciate it.